Hello everyone, this is Gokul Alex from Gigamish Garage Ventures. It has been a great learning experience and a lot of exciting uh, technologies in the EthPunk 2021. Got a chance to meet a lot of creative engineers working on Ethereum ecosystem. We have come up with a stablecoin streaming network, a secure stablecoin streaming network deployed over Matic network in this hackathon. This is a specific category of stablecoins known as algorithmic stablecoin, which requires time-weighted averaging approach. This is not the crypto collateralized or the fiat collateralized approach, whereas this is more of a algorithmic approach. Without further ado, please let me take you to the demo. As you can see, this is the repo. SkunkNet is the name of this stablecoin that we have created. You can find this in our Gigamesh Garages repo. This is SkunkNet, and the contracts are deployed into the Matic test network. As you can see, these are the contracts. This is the stablecoin contract, and this is a money streaming contract. So this is like a secure stablecoin streaming network. Okay, you can find my local environment here, and the smart contracts are deployed on the you can find the Remix environment, and the contracts are deployed on the Matic testnet. This is you can find the stablecoin and the streaming contract. We are also using so this is like let me take you to the environment briefly. So as you can see here, we're coming up with an approach for algorithmic stablecoin that leverages time locks for making sure that the time weighted averages are cryptographically controlled, and also it uses security through privacy proofs and Sether framework. Let me take you to the presentation briefly. So as you have seen, there are three kinds of stablecoins. Our focus is algorithmic stablecoins, and these algorithmic stablecoins are able to adjust their supply deterministically in order to move the price of the token in the direction of a price target. Basic level, algorithmic stablecoin expands its supply when it is above the price target and contracts when it is below. So what we need is a very secure, stable mechanism to control the supply, like elastic way, when it expands and contracts. So the stable coins are really depending on the demand side force. So as we have seen, the main challenge with stable coins is to control the supply based on the demand side forces, making sure that this doesn't become a positive or negative feedback loop. So the directional momentum has to be controlled well. And hence the algorithmic stable coins has to be reflexive. So along with being reflexive, these algorithmic stable coins, the supply has to be counter-cyclic each time. So this is due, and we should also be aware of the fact that they should be, they are algorithmic stablecoins exist in a network. We should be conscious about the network economics and the shilling effect. What is the impact of shilling effect on an algorithmic stablecoin? We should understand that in a network economy like a blockchain network, a decentralized economy, right, there is a shilling point. That means if there are enough people who believe that a system will survive, that belief can lead to a virtuous cycle to ensure its survival. That's very much at the heart of the algorithmic stablecoins. So SkunkNet approach is making the expansion curve and the contraction curve elastic with configurable option to control pause and freeze the stablecoin. and and also there is a control on the velocity. So the time is cryptographically controlled, and the the space and the velocity of the stablecoin is controlled using smart contracts, configurable smart contracts. So this is a stationary secure money. That is the beauty of the Skunk stablecoin approach. So Skunk is a stationary because we are keeping the time cryptographically controlled using special cryptographic devices that we will see shortly, and the supply the supply volume and the velocity is controlled using smart contracts. How is it achieved? So it is made really scalable using money streaming technique ERC1620, and the supply is controlled using pause and freeze facilities. And the token distribution, important to know that it is on a curve. Say it's on a bounding curve, elastic curve, which can be expanded or contracted. And that we also provide privacy and scalability for the stablecoin through zero knowledge proof. Initially, we use the Mimblewimble approach for ZK rollups. That's the novelty. We are not using any other approaches. We are using Mimblewimble ZK rollup approach. It's called Ethereum 934, and the money streaming is based on multi-dimensional time blocks. The multi-dimensional aspects comes because of the streaming, using the uh, time logs on a stream. So and then we have a confidential control of the stablecoin distribution velocity, that it's not controlled by any there could not be a collusion of forces because it's confidential. So the novelties, this is one of the first deployment of Ethereum 934 based zero knowledge proofs on Matic network. This is one of the first deployment of Sether, anonymous Sether framework on Matic network. And likewise, the highlights is this is one of the first implementation of anonymous Sether for stablecoin. And we use this money streaming standard and verifiable delay functions. And this is the one of the first implementation of verifiable delay functions to control time averages, and specifically for algorithmic stablecoin. To summarize, Skunk uses VDF, secure time weighted averages, and we are using we have also come up with a quadratic weight system using quadratic the weight creation for time averages, which is better than the time the linear weights. Quadratic weights gives you more leverage, more flexibility, and more control, or you can flatten the curve a little bit more when you move from a linear weight system to quadratic weight system for time weighted averages. And hence it's reflexive and resilient. Reflexivity through VDF and resilience through quadratic weights. It's running on Matic network. So like we said, it's a unique combination of cryptography, cryptophysics, cryptoeconomics to make stablecoins resilient and reflexive. And it's a generic framework which we can use for along with crypto collateralized and fiat collateralized stablecoins. So we are planning to bring more and more fiat collateralized and crypto collateralized stablecoins through the Skunk approach. There is provision for private distribution of profit and provision for secure streaming of money in Skunk. Skunk is available on Matic Test Network. We use ERC20, ERC1724, and ERC1620 standards. You can visit the code in our garage, Gigamesh Garage repo. Thank you so much for listening to us. You can also see the comparison, how we are comparing with the existing algorithmic stablecoins. Like what are the challenges we have in stablecoins? It's all available in our presentation. What are the challenges with the ample-forth approach, empty set dollar? How is it? What is unique about empty set dollar approach and Frax approach? Okay. So once again, thank you so much. It was a great opportunity for us to hack in the EthPunk, and looking forward to more and more exciting events and to do more and more hacks in the Matic network ecosystem.